We're with 13355. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, we got 13355.
1 hour, okay.
That's 520, thank you, I can hear you on guard.
So if I hit compute RAIM, RAIM will be available. So you still have to do a RAIM check if there's a published WAAS interference testing.
Okay.
All right, so that all works, and all of your WAAS is working. As an instructor, if I want to give you a WAAS failure, all I do is hit enter and clear EGNOS WAAS Gegen. Then when you get there, instead of LPV, you'll get LNAV or LNAV VNAV. So just if you've had a smart instructor, you can make sure all of those are checked. All right, so look, we got all kinds of satellites. The thing went away. All right, so you can do it on yours or mine. I always do it on this one. Push flight plan. All right, activate your cursor. Destination's KCDC. So little knob to the right. Okay, big knob move it, little knob change it.
Kind of hard to see under the camera.
Enter. Now you can also do it all on here, so push flight plan on here. Okay. So probably 2, but we don't know yet. All right, so now big knob back. 1 more. All right, so hit procedure, select departure, and we're gonna get what? Northtown 5 off which runway?
We don't know yet.
Well, which runway are they departing at Vegas right now?
I'm going to assume they're still using because the wind's the same.
So 30 left, probably,
30 left,
right?
yeah.
Enter. Load. Okay, big knob to the right. Keep going. Keep going. Now highlight en route. Little knob, 1 click to the right. Put in, I'm sorry, let's go back one. Menu. And it's not going to let me load the airway, right? Because, why won't it let me load an airway?
Doesn't know where it's ending. Got to put the
So
MMM in.
No, you have to put in Las Vegas again.
Oh.
Because it's not going to load an airway from the last waypoint in a departure. So it looks like, see, it won't do it. Let me see if I can just do it here. Yeah, so, never mind. Don't. All right, so to load an airway, just push menu, load airway, Victor 394.
Southwest 1749 LA Center on guard. Contact Denver Center 132.87 and acknowledge with an access, correction, acknowledge with an ident.
So now, where do we want to go after that?
To the initial approach fix.
Which is what?
I got to look it up.
Well, I can show you a trick. Push procedure. Select
South 1749 on guard, Denver Center 132.87. South 1749 on guard. Contact Denver Center 132.87.
You got to slow down. So clear.
Southwest 366 on guard, LA's looking for you on 33.2.
Change it to RNAV 2, not 20. Okay, so you got to just slow down.
Okay.
If you're here and you accidentally do the wrong one, if I go to here, the little knob would change them.
Ah, okay.
Okay, push RNAV 2, enter. And which one did you say?
Not so.
Enter. Okay, little knob, 1 click to the right to Barrow. And we had rounded up, and we'd made our personal minimums for that one, 6,000.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay, LPV, 6,000.
Right, so, yep. Enter. We don't want to activate it, we just want to load it. All right, so now if we big knob through, it's going to go from Mormon Mesa to Cedar City, then do the approach. That's the gap in route. So what I want to do is I want to put Matzo in between those two trains of thought. I do it now because I'm going to request it
Right.
once we're close to Mormon Mesa. Other people say, well, you shouldn't put it in your flight plan if it's not in your legal clearance yet. I say you should. So if I push menu, there's nothing there, right? All you do is highlight the one you want to put in front of and go Matzo. See, I can go backwards too, right? So see how it put it in front? So that's the way I do it, but that's personal preference. Now, if you want to see this whole thing, okay, all you do on the MFD, right? So that all looks good, right? See how it's actually going through the map?
Right.
Right? So this is not touchscreen, but look what you can do here.
Why is it showing that little circle there?
Well, see how it's moving through the flight plan? That's the departure leg. Now look, that's the intercept leg. This is the intercept leg. That's the leg to Rusco. Then it's back, right? And see how it will then just keep showing the active leg? So it's a way of previewing it. So if I go map options and I get rid of all topos, that makes it a little bit easier to see, right? But that's just a way of previewing it. The other way you can preview it is press and hold clear, okay? Detail 1, zoom out, and look, doesn't that look like your flight plan?
Yeah.
And if you want to move the cursor, you can. All right, so now I know you know all the frequencies here.
Right.
So I know you know all the frequencies here, so there's our flight plan. So I don't, so if I go flight plan, and I big knob, and I activate my cursor, and I just highlight the departure VGT, and I push enter, it takes me to this waypoint, and then I want what?
You want the frequencies.
Frequencies. So if I push info, look at that. I'll put 1805 on COM2 active.
12 right, runway 30 left, unusable. Taxiway Hotel, runway guard light for runway 12 left, runway 30 right, unusable. Obstruction tower light 1.7 nautical miles northwest of VGT, 100 feet, AGL.
Okay.
Obstruction crane 2.8 nautical miles south of VGT, 175 feet, AGL. Yellow flashing lights indicate your approaching an active runway, ATC clearance is required.
So,
simultaneous operations are being conducted at closely spaced parallel crossing runways. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise initial contact to your received Oscar. North Las Vegas Tower information, Oscar, time 1751 Zulu, wind 340 at 12, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 16, dew point -8, altimeter 3025. Visual approach, runway 30 left in use, landing and departing runway 30 left, 30 right, and runway 25. Clearance delivery command at ground control, runway 30 left, rails on.
So you said
Notams,
it?
taxiway Alpha, runway guard light for
And
runway
now,
12 right, runway 30 left, unusable. Taxiway Hotel, runway guard light for runway 12 left, runway 30 right, unusable.
So,
Obstruction tower light
I just wanna
1.7
make
nautical
sure there's
miles
still some
northwest of
clearance
VGT,
deliveries on
100 feet,
21.7.
AGL. Obstruction crane 2.8 nautical miles south of VGT, 175 feet, AGL. Yellow flashing lights indicate you're approaching an active runway, ATC clearance is required. Simultaneous operations are being conducted at closely spaced parallel and crossing runways. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise initial contact to your received Oscar.
just want to make sure clearance is still on ground.
Okay.
North Las Vegas Tower information, Oscar, time 1751 Zulu, wind 340 at 12, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 16, dew point -8, altimeter 3025. Visual approach, runway 30 left in use, landing and departing runway 30 left, 30 right, and runway 25. Clearance delivery command at ground control, runway
There it
30
is.
left, rails on.
Okay, so
Notams,
now,
taxiway Alpha, runway guard light for runway
can
12 right, runway 30 left,
go to ground. Let's do a checklist. Okay, group, big knob to normal, enter, We did the engine starting one, right?
No.
Okay. Before taxi. Throttle 1000 to 1200. Oil temperature and pressure is in the green. Avionics master's on. Air conditioner we don't need right now. Autopilot pre-flight test complete. Okay. Do you see any red
Nope.
AFCS messages?
Nope.
Then it did the self-test. Okay. So if it doesn't go away, there's a way to test it. So what we do is we just kind of hold the controls neutral. Okay, if I turn on the autopilot now, it's just going to engage in roll and pitch. See how it just gets tight? Okay, if I hit the disconnect twice, it stops it. Okay, hold back, autopilot on. Okay, if I sync my heading bug and I go heading left, it turns.
Ah.
Right, it turns. If I sync the heading, it stops. If I push AP here, it disconnects. If I turn it back on, AP engages in heading and pitch, right? If I hit heading again, it'll change to roll, okay? Now, if I use your electric trim, it's because I was fighting it. If I use your electric trim, it disconnects as well. So electric trim, disconnect, and this are all ways